What did people post while I was gone? Oh, Ed's here. Hello, Ed. Just in time. This is a pupper you met today. Oh, man. Oh, wow. What a cute dog, dude. Absolutely adorable. That's just a little pupper. Oh, really? Seeking nice. Rammstein? No, Leibach. Good night, Complex. You're already gone, so you can't hear me saying goodbye. Oh wait, you are still here, actually. Good night. Sleep tight. Rammstein are now Swiss and make electro music. They're Slovenian. Hulahan, nice. That's a really good doggo. Turn the music off. Oh yeah, this dog. Dude, I love this dog. I've seen this. I'm pretty certain the dog is, you know, never mind. What a great video. Okay. Let me get down to it. One last thing to do. I have to change my stream title and game to Valhalla. Valhalla with a new body. Let me turn the lights back this way. That's too bright. Let me put it back here. There we go. As you can see, I have a new buddy for this stream. This is actually going to be a little tough to do, to get all of my buddies on stream at once, so I think I'm going to move Spider Bro out of the way for tonight. This dog is diseased with disco fever. Did I see the pupper you met today? Yes, yes I did. Super cute dog. Oh, that's Sock Seeking. I'm sorry. No, Spider Bro. It's still here. He's just chilling over here, taking a nap. We got our zombie buddy here tonight, so we've got a new friend. Sometimes you just gotta have a new friend to hang out with. Oh, whoops. Camera is in a different position for different scenes. Slightly. Okay, there we go. That's the way I like to see it. White Russian with him one time. I'm glad you're having a White Russian. That's always a good thing to have. I'm not having one this time. Not tonight. I'm actually going to try to get through my orange juice and my pumpkin spice. I think what I will do is I'll have some of my coffee liqueur. I'm thinking of making something involving these two. My pumpkin spice rum and my coffee liqueur. I think they might be a good combo. I'll find out the hard way if not. Okay, stream is ready to go. Valhalla is ready to go. Ooh, damn, Seeking. That sounds really bad. Oh yeah, I got another thing today to show off along with my zombie. I'll show that off when the time is right. Pumpkin Spice, are you a white girl now? When it comes to pumpkin spice, I'm the whitest, girliest man you'll ever meet. I like pumpkin spice flavored stuff. No lie. No desire to hide it. Alright, Valhalla. It is currently 11:25 p.m. Central on October 29th, 2016. It's been, I believe, 3 days since I last streamed Valhalla. 2 days, not 3. And I guess I'll go ahead and get down to it. Yeah, that sucks, Sea King. My, my grandparents' cat died like 1.5 years ago now. And, we actually had it put down because it's her medical stuff that she had going on was so bad. Oh, that's weird. Why is the game not showing up? Her medical issues were so bad that it was just like there was nothing they could do for her, and it was, you know. So yeah, similar kind of situation. She was a really old cat though. Why in the world is this not showing up? I guess I'll just recreate the capture. There we go. Need to refigure out its position. What? Why does it put it there? There we go. I did it. I know, right, Tiger? Oh, hi, Alyssa. So, let's get right down to it. Jill wonders if Maneki Neko is actually bringing luck. Buy one to prevent her from getting too distracted. Okay, so, for those of you who were here last time, you may recall that there was an incident regarding a girl who showed up in the bar, in a manner of speaking. I believe it was the day before the current in-game day. I believe I played through another day after that. And and anyway, you may recall it was a girl who nobody but Jill could see, who had a bunch of like visual distortion about her every few seconds. It seemed kind of like Jill was going crazy. And I had no idea who the girl was. I thought it was my first time seeing her. However, in order to capture a certain screenshot in the game yesterday, maybe the day before, I think the day before, I launched the game and started a new game. And the girl we saw in the bar was actually the girl from the very first opening scene in the game. If you start a new game, the opening like scene is of the girl talking to you in the bar, and I can't remember the exact wording. She says something along the lines of like, come on, we need to make a good first impression to the player. Oh my bad, I had my mic muted. And it's like real meta, you know, like she realizes it's a video game and that kind of thing. Yeah. It was the girl from the TV, because both times when she appears out of the TV, and I didn't notice at first, but that's what happens, and it shows no signal on the TV. So, I still don't know exactly what's going on. I don't know exactly what the girl is, but we have seen her once before, and knowing what happens at that point can kind of give me some clues. Opening scene was a dream, right? Yeah, it was supposed to be a dream. Like, Joel is like, oh, you know, oh, that was a dream. But it might not be that straightforward. I'm sure it's not. Anyway. It's enough talking about that. Let's read some 4chan. Already read that. That bar called Valhalla, is it any good? I need a place to unwind after work. Work. Normies are taking over, huh? Everyone is a neat just like me. Anyway, place is cool, but the bartender can be a bit of a dick. Well, maybe. How so? Never been there, I wouldn't know. Is she cute? I can take it if she's cute. She's cute, but I think she's a bit full of herself. The guy seems a bit more of a bro. Well, Gil is a bro, let's be honest. I see you already had a conversation with her. Did she reject your advances? Nah, I heard from the distance. So is that a no? I mean, if you're going there just to chat, I just wanted a place to chill for a bit and meet new people. Can I smoke there? Is there any bar from the BTC where you can smoke? Pretty standard stuff there. Yeah, I like that detail. Work. Fucking normies, dude. Who works? Just bum off your parents your whole life? Yeek, the final remaster. We've heard about this game a few times for those of you who may not recall. The newest remaster of 2016's Yeek, a postmodern RPG, opens the charts this week with 3.5 million copies shipped on its launch day. Other titles this week includes new releases such as Hatsune Miku, Epic, Project Remaster, and Sting's Face Remastered. That's probably a Steins Gate reference, based solely on the semicolon. Full chart including lifetime sales, blah 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 blah. Dang it, Round Paul. Alright. Woman marries anime pillow, nobody is actually surprised. I remember a time when wacky stuff like this made a lot of headlines, but even though I'm reporting on it, I can't help but think how mundane it's become. I mean, we live in a world where you can just plug into the internet and live there for as long as your wallet can afford related fees. Lots of people get married in these virtual spaces. Thanks to new technologies, the traditional views on human relationships have changed so much that someone marrying a literal object feels kind of tame now. If the pillow had some form of intelligence, it might be somewhat different. But it's just a plain, generic anime hug pillow. Get with the times, Grandma. I can't tell if this is clever or if it's stupid. Either way, I enjoyed reading it. Even though space was imagined as the promised land, a place where humanity would start over, it looks like we're about to repeat our mistakes from the past. The first space colony, Sheen Outer Paradise, is currently in talks to develop its own privately owned army, following alleged threats from a notorious terrorist group. We're discussing it right now, but the law is most likely approved. We'll have an army, we'll defend our motherland from any terrorist threat. Alice Rabbit chimed in during a private stream. The terrorist group does not exist. Don't let the Outer Paradise government fool you. The only reason for this law is so they have more control over the population. That sounds real. But would a pillow marry you? That's the big question. Let's see. I guess that's it. I guess that's all there is to do. Oh yeah, there is one more thing I wanted to grab, so I'll go grab that before I get into the stream proper. One sec, sorry. Okay, sorry about that. Let me click this link. You would marry this pillow. Zoinks, you've taken a wrong turn. Thanks, Imgur, you really helped me out there. Oh yeah, that's right. Before I go, I need to buy Jill her Maneki Neko. These, they say these bring luck, but its paw is broken, so I wouldn't trust them. Whatever, $5.50. We've got 2 days before rent is due, so we're gonna be cutting it close. I'll try to pick out some expensive drinks. Oh yeah, I've seen this pillow. This is funny. I like it. Dude. Please bring it to AGDQ, Ed. It's been a conversation piece every year. Alright, we got her the Maneki Neko. Here it is. Broken paw and all. I guess it's about time to go to work. Hasn't missed a GDQ yet. I'm glad to hear it. Alright, was there something else I was going to explain? I don't think so. Let me make y'all a deal then. If you haven't been here for previous streams of Valhalla and you feel like you're missing some context on something, just ask a question and I'll explain it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go on and play the game because I've been screwing around too long. Good evening. Ah, Jill. I'm about to get firecrackers. Firecrackers? It's New Year's, right? We need some. Wouldn't firecrackers scare off the Yeah, good idea. Go ahead. She was gonna say dogs. I'll be back in a bit. Even for a cat lover, you sure get excited about firecrackers a whole lot more when dogs are involved. I know how hypocritical it sounds, and I don't care. Ah, Jamie's here. Greetings. Oh, okay. And just like that, he's gone. I think I'll leave the music the way it is. Well, I'll take out Welcome to Valhalla for now. Let me put in... Where was it? Commencing Simulation. Haven't heard that in a while. That's all I'll do. Explain who is your favorite character? Shit, dude. It's a toss-up between Dorothy, Stella, and Say. And not Dorothy for the stupid-ass reason you're probably memeing in your head. She's genuinely interesting. Okay, here I go. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Ah, the guy that wouldn't come back twice. Yeah, shut up. Haven't seen him in a while. By any chance, did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? On Friday? Yes. There were lots of weird explosion noises throughout the night. But as far as I understand, those were made by a flying drone or something like that. So, it flew by here. I take it you know what made the noise? Let's just keep it at whatever drone story you heard. Right. The noise got annoying after a while, I must say. So it remained in the vicinity? I don't know what counts as in the vicinity, but yeah. Distant explosions all night. Interesting. So it didn't get far away. Now give me a Mars Blast. Mars Blast for the guy that wouldn't come back. Twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 Patter Delta. 4 Flanner Guide. 2 Karmatrine. Skyline, probably the best song in the game. And I had my pumpkin cup ready, but I actually am going to be using something different. Something special I got in today. My nice and fancy, it's probably hard to read with that kind of focus on my cam. So let me adjust that. My fancy Valhalla Shot Glass Cyberpunk Bartender Action, which I ordered from Wolf Game, the Wolf Game store for Valhalla products. It's not on shuffle again? That's weird. Maybe I have to set it to shuffle every time. Whatever the case, I've got me a nice Valhalla shot glass. Okay, my camera settings are weird now. I beefed it. I beefed everything. Whatever. It's fine. I ordered this 2 days ago, I think. This got delivered really quickly. So, I mean, if you want to order like any Valhalla merch from the Wolf Game store, holy crap. I would recommend. This got here super fast. And they gave me some extra stuff. They gave me... Well, let me show you actually, because it's kind of hilarious. They sent me this sticker of a slime character. I don't know what it's from or if it's from anything. They also sent me this sticker of this chick in like some culture's clothing that I'm not familiar with. I don't know who this is either. It's not related to Valhalla, I don't think, but they sent this to me along with my shot glass. They also sent me apparently a Skylanders toy with the sticker from GameStop still on it. So I didn't order any of that, but they sent it to me with no extra cost or anything, and I mean, you know, I'll take it. It's just a little bit of extra love they put in. Kind of weird, I have to admit, but it's nice. Also, yes, I'm glad you caught that, Seeking. The sticker on it says $999. Rather weird details all around, I have to admit. But whatever the case, they gave me the Valhalla shot glass I ordered with a very, very quick delivery. What am I going to go for? I'm going to go for some very, very quickly concocted, half-baked idea that I have. A little bit of my spice rum bullshit. It's about half that, actually. A little bit of coffee liqueur. Holy crap, dude, I have really filled this up. And some orange juice. Wait, I can't pour it out of this cup. That's not going to work. Let me just go get some more orange juice in 1 second. Okay, sorry for taking so long to get things going with Valhalla tonight, but I gotta pour my drink just right. Okay, so I have here... Whoops, spilled some apparently. I have here something that looks pretty nasty. Looks like sewage, kind of. Part OJ, part coffee liqueur, part of the spiced rum. Let's see how it is. Not bad. Tastes good. I don't know if those flavors are complementary at all. But it was fine. Because it was half OJ. Can we call it a sewage shot? Yeah. I think that is what I'll call it. Shitter shooter? Dude, I'm going with that name, Ed. Next time I take a drink, I'm having myself another shitter shooter shot. Yeah. Yeah, the flavors, now that I'm really tasting it, that's not they do not complement each other at all. It tastes fine, but I mean, like, when you're drinking it, you're like, okay, this is just a mishmash of random shit. Anyway, I took my drink, and it's time for, what's his name? Ingram, to have his Mars Blast. Blended. Only 2 Karmatrine in this. Here you go. Well, you didn't mess up. Sorry, if I may interject. You're looking for a fight? What the heck, Ingram? Most certainly not. You really think you'd stand a chance? You're like half his size. I can fight dirty. He kills people for a living. I can fight dirty. Jill, please, you make me sound like a savage. It would be like me saying that you get people drunk for a living. It's not wrong, but there are better ways of saying stuff like that. You're right, sorry. And like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. I just noticed you seem to like strong drinks. What the fuck is your problem, Ingram? What about it? Well, to be honest, it's a rare sight in this bar. I'd even come to believe I'm the only one here who enjoys them aside from the owner. May I suggest you try suplex next time? It might be to your liking. Okay. Let's try this suplex thing. Right. Let's give Ingram a suplex. Wow, that sounded weird. I might indeed give him a suplex at some point. Or maybe have the boss do it. 3 Flanner Guide and 3 Karmatrine. Not a whole lot of Karmatrine in these 2 drinks. All in the rocks and mixed. A small twist on the pile driver, putting more emphasis on the tongue burning, less on the throat burning, bitter manly burning. I think this time I may just try just coffee liqueur and spiced rum. See how that is. Probably be too strong is what it will be. Okay. It mostly just looks like coffee liqueur. Whew. That's better. That's quite a bit better. In terms of how the flavors go together, the spiced rum and the coffee liqueur together, pretty good. Really intense, obviously, because I don't have like, you know, it's 2 alcoholic drinks mixed with nothing else. But, you know, it's good for a shot. Yeah, I like that quite a bit. Adding OJ was a mistake, weird. Well, like I said, this was really intense. If I were gonna drink it, like, you know, longer term, obviously, it would be better. Like, it's a lot easier to handle with OJ. It's just weird. The OJ makes it weird. Not bad, just weird. Let me catch up on chat, because I missed a bit of what you guys were saying earlier. Uranus Blast. That's good in terms of being a Valhalla reference. Give him an arse blast. Once a friend of yours made a drink they called a lunchbox. Beer, OJ, whiskey, and some other shit. That sounds bad. Tasted like Sunny D, could taste the fuck tons of alcohol. A lady at the party kept calling it a date rape drink. Shit. Milk is probably the right mixer. That's what I was thinking. As I was doing it last time, I was thinking, you know, I might try some milk. I don't want to get up and go grab some right now because I've taken too long to get into the game tonight, so maybe I will here in a bit. So let's see. Let's go ahead and give Ingram his suplex. Here you go, buddy. Hang on a sec. Okay. That's bad too. I'm trying to figure out my situation with my cam so I'm not constantly bumping it by accident. Good stuff, like a less burning but punchier pile driver. Say, your face looks somehow familiar, Mr. Call me Jamie. And you are? I'm Ingram. Anyway, I think I saw your face somewhere. Maybe when I needed to look for a specific file at... Did you perhaps go through a nanomachine expunge? I did, actually. Figured as much. Only a handful of people do that. And almost all of them are people with nanomachine rejection that feel oddly suicidal. So, why go through the whole thing? Rejection? Need to hide something? The second one. It's easier to remain undetected when they have no means to track you or your activity. I see. How does the expunge work? You lie in a pressure chamber and they give you a specialty IV solution. It causes nanomachine rejection while giving you the antibodies needed to prevent them from getting back in. Huh. For 5 hours, you're trapped in a bed while a horrible pressure builds up in your body and nanomachines are forced out. They're like little needles all over your body. You feel them in your eyes, in your gums, in your toes, everywhere. Look at Jamie looking to the side like that, like it was a really bad experience for him to remember. And after all that, they need to implant you with a mechanism that constantly releases the same antibodies. Ouch. What are you having, Jamie? This is a gut punch. Yeah, I should have figured. Hey, give me one of those. Sure. They're going pretty quick with the drinks. It's gonna be hard for me to keep up. One Flounder Guide optional Karmatrine, finally, something with a good amount of Karmatrine. I think I'll go light on this shot because I'd like to play a good bit of this game tonight. It's not even midnight yet after all. Spice Rum, OJ, tried and true. Yummy, yummy. No means to track you. I bet this guy carries an iPhone. Dude, he's a professional assassin. He knows what he's talking about, dude. He doesn't carry an iPhone. You know what he carries? He carries a throwaway phone from 2003, which is even more insane for somebody from 2070X. Yeah, sadly they're not expensive drinks. Jill's got to pay rent, y'all. She might have to take Ingram up on on the first offer he gave her the first night. She's gonna pay rent. What is this? Digital drive. Yummy yummy, daddy's coming. Thanks for using the new Karmatrine emote. I hope you all enjoy it. I added it to be used. Thanks, Redhead. Maybe Streaming Chan can hook us up. Yeah, good point. Here's your gut punch, Ingram. Yeah, I love these. Looks different from yours, though. I added a couple of extras in his, actually. So where's the antibody unit they stuck you with, Jamie? Inside, like all the other maintenance systems. It can be troublesome at times, but the perks of not having nanomachines in the body outweigh the cons. And the rest of the enhancements? Were you reconstructed, or have you been adding them over time? Over time, either by getting a much-needed enhancement or through fixing injuries. I see. Well, it was a pleasure, Jamie, but I gotta leave. Nice meeting you, Ingram. Please come again. Don't count on it. He's just being cheeky that time. Shut up. Seemed like a nice guy. Right. I won't call him a bastard, but he's not the nicest in the bunch. Maybe you caught him on a bad day. Nah, I think you're just that good at bringing out the nicer side of people. Oddly enough. That guy tires the hell out of me. Someone's in a good mood. Give me a bad touch, will ya? That way you'll be in a good mood too. I'd give Alma a bad touch. What about y'all? Two Bronson Extract, 2 Powdered Delta, 2 Flannerguide, 4 Karmatron. On the rocks. Mixed. We're nothing but mammals after all. Sour, classy, vintage. Ed? I would like to make that a meme in this stream. Oh, Seeking said it first. Dude, they are going like back to back with these drinks. You'd give her a hot dog? Me too. Titty hacker all the way. Cyberpunk bartender action. Why do I never show my face? Am I fat? I've shown my face before. I just don't make a habit of it because there's no reason to. Because my face always has the same expression. And to answer your question, no, I'm not fat. I am about a day overdue for a shave right now, though, and about 2 months overdue for a haircut, so I'm not exactly proud of my current appearance. Anyway. A bad touch for Alma. Here you go, baby. Jill, you have such a petty sense of humor. Guilty as charged. So what put you in a good mood? Oh yeah, that. Today, my sister was supposed to be in court for all the custody proceedings. Of course, not only does she show up later than her husband, and drunk at that, but also dressed like she got fucked in the back of a parking lot. And to top it off, she forgot to even bring her kids. Luckily, my parents brought them to court. The judge assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. So she really messed it up, huh? When they came back to the house and Diana started throwing a temper tantrum, she said it was lucky her husband didn't get the kids because the angst would make her jump onto the highway. So Eva comes and says, then make sure it kills you because we aren't dealing with you as a cripple. I shouldn't reinforce that behavior, but I don't know. Maybe it was the timing, but I've been laughing for an hour now. You hold quite the animosity for Diana, don't you? She and I used to be the closest friends when I was 7 or 8. We played all the time. We even slept on the same bed for a while. Then she turned into a teen. We stopped playing. She had other things she wanted to do. I could forgive all that. I mean, the age difference and all. But there's something in particular I still can't forgive. It was a day she invited her friends to the house. I went to ask her for something. As I was leaving, one of her friends asked if I was her sister, and she said she had no little sisters. Ouch. I think that was the moment that finally broke the pedestal I held her on. I admired her as much as a kid could admire someone, you know? Little by little, that admiration wore off until we finally reached that breaking point. I felt betrayed. And you haven't been able to forgive her after 40 years? 40 years? Huh? Was that a joke? Is that going over my head? It's not that I still hold a grudge against her, but rather, the Diana who said all those things so many years ago is the same Diana I know today. How so? She hasn't matured one bit. She's still as selfish, childish, and immature as she was back then. When you see her, you don't see an adult, you see an overgrown, horny teen. So aside from destroying the admiration I held for her, she's made sure not to fix that impression. Huh. But enough about me. How are you? Everything's fine. Aside from this note. Oh yeah. One thing I forgot to explain, okay? When I first started streaming this game tonight, I explained that I had remembered now the scene that happens at the very beginning of the game with the glitchy girl who appeared a couple days ago in the bar. What that girl tells you in the opening scene is something about the letter. The letter that that Jill has from her ex-girlfriend, whose name I can never remember for some reason. The letter that she says she's going to open with Gabby when she meets up with her. But yeah, the glitchy imaginary girl or whatever she is from the opening cutscene and from the scene 2 days ago. In the opening cutscene, she mentions the letter and is like, "Hey, you got a letter? You got to open. Hello." Which is one of the main reasons why I think the girl is at least somewhat connected to Jill's mental state. Whether it's a figment of her imagination or an AI that's on TV or some future bullshit, some sci-fi bullshit, I don't know. Either way, she mentions the letter at the very beginning of the game. So that's pretty cool. And since I have made slow progress through this game for reasons I've previously talked about, I had just completely forgotten about that scene, and that's probably something the developer had in mind, really. I would imagine. Over 40, apparently. Yeah, no, I think that's a joke. I mean, it's the cyberpunk future of 2070X, so I imagine there are various technologies that aid in maintaining one's appearance as one ages, but nonetheless, I still doubt Alma is 40. She looks in her early 20s. Remember how I told you I lashed out at my dead dead ex's sister? Yeah. I got this note from her. Let's see. Wow, she must really feel bad about the whole thing. As do I. So what's the problem then? The same fear that drove me away from her in the first place. Right. Give a Brantini, will ya? There's a little story I want to tell you. You just told us a story. Give me a break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Adelheid. 1, 2, 3. 1 Karmatrine. Wow. Listen, Alma. If you're gonna go light on the Karmatrine, so am I. Check this out. Let me put this where y'all can see it. Check out this. Okay, just for reference, this Jacko Blast pumpkin spice rum has 30% alcohol by volume. Pretty good amount, but not the most. This is how much I'm gonna pour for myself for this drink. That's 1 Karmatrine right there. Jackoblast. That's what it's called. Captain Morgan Jackoblast Pumpkin Spice Rum. The most gimmicky drink that's ever existed, but I bought it hook, line, and sinker, baby. Yeah, that's 1 thing of Karmatrine. That was some good orange juice. I love taking a big drink of orange juice. What happens when Fringe Weaver? I start vomiting uncontrollably is what happened. You had Cannonball Blast? Yeah, I saw that too. I might get that next and see what's up. Yeah, yeah, I bought this just for the bottle, basically. After I drink this, I'm just going to keep the bottle lying around because it looks cool. You know, I like Halloween aesthetic stuff, so something that looks like a big pumpkin I'm keeping around. Jack off blast. I'll drink that. A Brantini, alright. Aged. 8 out of 10 smug assholes would recommend it, but they're too busy being smug assholes. Sweet, classy, happy. Yeah, do it, Seeking. That'd be cool. Oh, dude, GameBot. I'm gonna take a smell of it right now that you mentioned it. Let me get right up close to the mic so you can hear me sniffing. Ooh, that's a good smell. Smells real good. Yeah, you should take a picture, Seeking. I would enjoy that. This is the thing. Let's start. She's back. Here she is. This is not the time I expected her to be here, but she's here. Oh, hell no. This is the story of a girl who grew disillusioned with one of her sisters. Soon, it became animosity, and not long after that, she distanced herself completely from said sister. With time, the girl would become attached to her elder sister, looking up to her achievements. All I can look at right now are those boobs. Not now. Said sister would even marry the girl's best friend not soon after. And after the girl went into college, said sister would quit her job. The sister was worried sick about leaving her baby kid alone, prompting her to quit her high-ranking job. What if I hire your high-ranking lips? Shut up. The girl, even as an adult, felt betrayed. Her role model sister went against everything she held her in high esteem for. She was no longer a child, and yet she felt like part of her had crumpled. Hey Joe, I can lift her sweater. You want to see? I bet you want to see. Alright, enough. Enough? Shit. Peace out. I know the girl is you, and the sister is your eldest sister. Please get to the point. Right. The point is, if you don't face her, she'll be heavily disappointed. She's trying to make amends with you. That must take courage. Lots of it. Yeah, you're right. My mouth's dry. Can I get a beer? Right. Beer. Man, I am going crazy, aren't I? One Adelhyde, 2 Bronson Extract, 1 Petter Delta, 2 Flanagide, 1, 2, 3, 4 Carmitrine. Yeah, Seeking, that's the glitch girl I was talking about. That's her. That is exactly the person. Let's make another shitter shooter. Copyright. Pro Gaming with Ed. Ooh, that was a bit too much. If I'm not gonna get drunk much sooner than I would like, I'm gonna have to pour a little bit of that in here. Just a little bit. This is a 4 Carmitrine drink, so it's not terribly alcoholic. I almost just spilled a bunch of alcohol in my mouse pad, by the way, which wouldn't actually be that big of a deal because I'm gonna get a new one soon, because I'm not terribly happy with this one, but still. What does Shitter Shooter contain? It contains part pumpkin spice rum, part coffee liqueur, and part orange juice. And as you can see, it looks like sewage. Show mousepad? Sure, why not? It's just a regular large black mousepad. It has a scorpion in the corner. It was really cheap. It was the cheapest like mousepad of its size that I could find on Amazon, which is why I bought it. It's not very good in that I've only had it a few months and it's not sticking well. It's not sticking to my desk. If I play like a first-person shooter and I'm playing hardcore, it moves around the desk. So that's bad. MTG playmats are the best mousepads. Yeah, Ed, that's what I was thinking about getting from Inked playmats. Anyway, this is my shitter shooter. Here I go. Go Tiger. I've had to drink a lot tonight, dude. And I would like to get through 2 nights of Valhalla tonight, so that's why I'm kind of pacing myself. Near the end, I'm going to go hard like I always do, so don't worry about it. Also, in chat, people were basically referring to the line about Joe wanting to see Alma's tits, and just consider this an acknowledgement that y'all were talking about that in chat. And, you know, Alma's tits, I'm sure, are really great. Oh, really, Seeking? I might look into that. Yeah, that's a good idea, HJ. I'll probably do that. Okay, so... I guess I'm about good to go. Oh, I didn't mix it yet. Just mixed... Oh, I didn't even... Oh, wait. Yeah, that's right. I thought I didn't put the ingredients in yet, but I did. Oh, yeah, I've heard about their mouse pads too, Pickles. I might look into those as well. Here you go, Titty Hacker. Sukeban Games promised Valhalla porn if the game sells 100,000 copies. The game hasn't sold 100,000 copies? I mean, I know it's an indie game, but I feel like it should have. Anyway, that doesn't surprise me. There is already a very erotic picture of Streaming Chen by Kiririn, the official artist of the game. I shouldn't say it's very erotic, because it's not very erotic, but it's slightly erotic. In that you see she's dressed very skimpily. But it isn't porn, so I guess, you know, I guess we're gonna have to make our way to 100,000 copies. So tell me, did you and this Gabby girl get along? Oh, yeah. I never had brothers and sisters, but once Lenore introduced me to her as sister-in-law, she got so excited about having a new sister she clung to me a lot. I helped her in her studies, read books with her, played with her a lot. She was pretty much my sister too. I have to leave, but I'll tell you this. As both a big and little sister, if you don't grant that girl the chance of talking to you, I'll never forgive you. Yeah. Oh, there's a small New Year's party this Saturday if you're interested. Oh, sure, I'll be here. Remember, I won't forgive you. Yeah. I'll go take my break. Alright. What? You were here? You were quite absorbed in the conversation just now. Jamie even said goodbye to you, didn't you hear? Anyways, call me if anything comes up. You know, Jill's got some nice fucking hips, don't you think? I know several characters in the game make quips about her having a flat chest or whatever, which isn't even necessarily a bad thing, but in the loading, or in the break screen, she's got a really good waist to hip ratio, in my opinion. It has a robot lolly prostitute. There's probably no way there isn't. I don't actually know if there is, to answer your question, Ed. I don't actually know. You better make more fan art, Berzul. I didn't know you were an artist. You should do that, if you are. No comment. Whatever you say. I think I know what's coming next, Ed, but go on. You make fan art, but not art. I'm pretty sure fan art is art. So be honest, does Jill have nice hips, or do I want nice hips? I think I have slightly wide, very slightly wide hips for a man, actually. Very slightly. Just noticeable. Just noticeable. Just wide enough to notice, but not, you know, weird. Do I want nice hips? I mean, I would prefer manly looking hips, so not particularly hippie hips. How nice is my ass? Pretty flat, actually, despite the fact that I run and squat. Unfortunately. I would like a good man ass, but I don't really have one, I have to be honest. It's probably because I'm a fucking nerd and I sit all day in front of the computer. Oh well, that's life. It's less chilly today. Jill, a kid's looking for you. Oh shit. Hey, it's Norma again. I'm glad she's back. Ah, Norma. Phew. You're back. Oh, fuck you. You do know I'm not giving you any drinks, right? Crap, I said it out loud. Yeah, actually, I wanted to thank you. She thought it was for her. Thank me? Well, for starters, by not complying and giving me alcohol. Everything else would have fallen apart if I had some. Oh, so responsible, Joe. I kind of faced my mom and told her all about the pressure she was putting on me. And said I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. And? Well, she didn't speak to me for 2 days. After that, she told me it would be a waste to spend money in a university just for me to not give it my all. So she told me to still go to the college course, but that I was free to explore. Glad to hear that. And, well, I wanted to thank you for that. I can't change the channel, by the way. Me? If I just rushed headfirst into my original plan, things would have gotten ugly. And you were right. I would be hurting her for the sake of hurting. So, thank you. Don't worry about it. I'll leave before it's too late outside. Be careful. Aw, so sweet. Shut up. Hey Jill, mind helping me here? Sure. Make a Bleeding Jane, please. On it. A Bleeding Jane for Gil. Well, since we're in the thick of a bunch of shit, I think I'm gonna go with something I said I would do eventually, and I'm gonna go get some milk, actually, to add as a mixer for my shitter shooter. So be right back. I'm back. Did you miss anything? Yeah, sorry. I don't know if you were here the other night when the girl came in. She wasn't really a child, but she's like a teenager, so she's not old enough to be in the bar. She came in, and before she basically got advice from Jill about how she should be more explorative, whatever the word is, with her life before she goes to college and, you know, finds out what she really wants to do with her life to make her happy instead of just going through the motions and doing whatever her parents want her to do. She came back in tonight basically to thank Jill for giving her that advice, and that was pretty much it. And during that time, the imaginary girl who's harassing Jill, Anna, showed back up, and what I didn't mention this at the time, but what I thought about that conversation was, it seems like Jill was trying to get through that conversation as fast as she could. Like, you know, Jill's a bartender, right? So she's good at, like, keeping up a conversation and asking interesting questions about what people are saying when they're talking to her, usually. But she just said, like, the most generic response that she possibly could to the girl this time. She was just like, oh, you're welcome, cool, I'm glad that worked out, see ya. She was just trying to get through the conversation as fast as she could, I think. That might just be me reading too much into things, as usual, but that's the vibe I got. which of course she would do, because she was getting harassed by this imaginary person and she thinks she's going crazy. And right now we're making a Bleeding Jane for Gil. Again, while this imaginary girl is up in our face and we're trying to concentrate on other things. So Jill was totally spooked. Okay, so I wasn't just reading too much into it. That's good. Anyway, Bleeding Jane, no Karmatrine. What am I going to do for drink with no Karmatrine if I'm being, like, honest with myself? I don't know. You thought she was struggling to make sure she didn't say something out loud to Anna again? Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, that's kind of what I meant. Is like she's trying but having a hard time concentrating on the conversations she's having. Took a drink out of here, which has some OJ pumpkin spice mix. That's what I did for this drink. Say the name of this drink 3 times in front of a mirror and you'll look like a fool. Spicy, classic, sobering, blended. For a Bleeding Jane, I should take a shot of Tabasco sauce. I think I have literally no hot sauce here of any kind right now. I usually keep some around, but I don't have any. Pretty sure. Thanks. Hey Joe, do you hate me? Hate is a harsh word. It's not against you directly, but rather the fact only I can see you. Like I told you, if they wanted, they could see me. And why can I? You're the main character? I don't know. What are you? A cute girl. Right. You okay, Jill? Making a lot of faces there. Yeah, just remembering stuff. Could you give me a hand here and serve a beer, please? Sure. This game is trying to make me drunk. 1 Adelhyde, 2 Bronson Extract, 1 Patter Delta, 2 Flannerguide, 1, 2, 3, 4 Karmatrine. Okay. Let's make a shooter without the shit. So that's a bit too much, but oh well, whatever. She is cute, yes. Possibly the cutest girl in the game so far. Game is making sure you don't get kicked out of home. Yeah, that's a good point. Wow. Consider me an esports god, ladies and gentlemen. I'll try not to cut it so close next time, but I'm really proud of myself for that pour. I actually think I just put milk and coffee liqueur in that, and not the pumpkin spice rum. I literally can't remember, even though I did it about 30 seconds ago. I may have just forgotten completely. So it wasn't actually that good of a pour. Oh well. Did that shot leave me speechless? No? I'm not sure what kind of joke you're getting out there. I'm sorry, I don't get it. Possibly cutest girl in the game. Yeah. Hassan, Dorothy, and Stella, and Jill? Well, I'm going just purely by physical appearance. By physical appearance alone, she may be the cutest girl in the game. Personality-wise, physical appearance and personality combined, I would say probably say. Oh. Yeah, I don't know, Ed. I was just reading chat. It's not even Halloween, Colin. How have you missed it? What kind of Halloween party isn't on Halloween? Well, anyway, I'm sorry you missed it, dude. You had the perfect costume for it. Okay, let me get on with the game. A beer for Gil. Thanks. Would you lighten up if I showed you I could interact with the environment? Maybe it'll spook me, but let's try. There. What did she do? She did something, but I'm not sure what. Can't see anything. You sure? Yep. Weird. Nobody expects the Dorothy Inquisition. That's a really old reference for Dorothy to be making. You know, by the standards of this game. Dorothy Inquisition, Dorothy Inquisition, Dorothy Ah! I biz my tongue. I can't believe I'm using the spare tongue so early in the night. Honey! Ah, hey Dorothy. I'm making a quick stop for a drink. Can I get a fluffy dream? Sure, a fluffy dream for Dorothy on the go. 3 Adelhyde, 3 Patter Delta, optional Karmatrine. Ooh, I'll take a look at that here in a second, Seeking. Booze 'em up. What would I call this drink? What do y'all think? Half milk, a quarter coffee liqueur, and a quarter pumpkin spice rum. I don't know. The kill yourself? Yeah, I like that. Semen. That's a better idea, but I think I might go with the kill yourself. White girl Russian? Oh, Clark. That's too clever. That's too clever, dude. I'm gonna have to call it the white girl Russian. Oh my god, dude. That's perfect. Is it cold? The milk is cold. Semen sounds nice, gives it a classy feel. Let's take a look at Seeking's alcohol collection. Oh, nice. Kinky. Midori. Never had Midori. I mean, I've never had a lot of this stuff, but Midori I would have expected to have had, but I have not. Cow print was basically alcoholic ice cream. What is that called? Tippy cow, probably. So there's a Starbucks that has a webcam on the drive-thru so you can see the barista taking your order. That sounds awesome. There's one drink in particular I like. It's like a Valhalla coffee milkshake. My friends call it a white girl. Epic. Tippy cow. Yeah, I've never had that. What 3 adjectives and description does the white girl Russian get? Oh man. Let me do the shot and I'll be able to figure it out. Well, let me make the drink first and then I'll do the shot. Aged, mixed, fluffy dream. There we go. Let me really think about this as I taste it here. I'm gonna get into my food critic mode here. Ooh. I think that's better than using orange juice as the mixer, but it's still not amazing. Still not great. I'm gonna go with sweet promo and let's see. Let me pick some examples here. I'm gonna go with sweet promo and soft. Yeah, there you go. It is soft. I mean, anytime, you know, if I think of something with milk in it, I think of soft. It's not promo. Promo means bad. Well, it's not great. the white Russian, the white girl Russian, isn't great. Not the shot I just had. It's not bad either though. Maybe happy. No, not happy. Maybe just girly. Sweet, girly, soft. I don't think it's that girly. It felt pretty intense when I took the shot for some reason. It really shouldn't, considering it's half milk, but it did. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go with sweet promo soft. Wiener. 8 out of 10 white girls would recommend this, but they're too busy streaming video games. Yes. Perfect. 100%. I have invented a new alcoholic drink with Jay Clark and Tiger Dragon assisting in its marketability. So we roll into the drive-thru and my friend asks what I want, and I say, a tall white girl. So my friend tells the lady, one tall white girl, and her face goes red. Oh my god. That's so cute, dude. Okay. It's time for me to get on with the game. A fluffy dream for the Dorothy on the go. Thanks. Oh yeah, before you leave... What, are you guys throwing a New Year's party too? Yep. Sure, I'll be here then. Well, I've got things to do, so... You do? Who does what? Sorry, I sneezed. Weird sneezes. Anyway, I'm out for now. Oh yeah, Joe. Take care of Becky, please. Man, she was in a rush. Who's Becky? Fireworks are sold out everywhere. I'll need to get them through more shady means. She's gonna buy them from the internet. She'll find them and put us all at risk of burning. I'll make sure there's an extra extinguisher at hand. Please. Well, I guess that's it for today. You sure you're fine? I am, don't worry. Hey Jill, mind if I ask a silly question? You've seen my clients, you can assume I don't mind silly questions. Silly answers get on my nerves, though. Sorry, what did you want to ask? Do you know why they call them cat boomers? I mean, I guess their second set of ears looks like a cat's, but the word boomer seems so out of place. Not so much when you consider it's not them, but their parents who were called such. Oh? Let's go back a bit first. You do know why cat boomers look like that, right? Because they went through some anti-nanomachine rejection treatment while they were still a fetus, right? It's called the Yamazaki-Romanova treatment. Anti-nanomachine rejection treatment. It's interesting he would bring that up on the same day that we had a conversation with Jamie about how he voluntarily went through a nanomachine removal procedure that involved, like, you know, forced nanomachine rejection. That's interesting. But of course, nanomachine rejection can result in, you know, Jill's ex-girlfriend's death. That's essentially what caused her death. It was nanomachine rejection. Anyway, it's called the Yamazaki-Romanova treatment. Or was it the Yamanenko-Yamada treatment? Let's call it the catification procedure. It was not only the first successful genetic treatment on a fetus, but also the first way to fight nanomachine rejection. Moreover, the research had a bit of a rocky story. Funding got cut in the middle of it, at a critical point that could make or break the whole thing. Not to mention Zaibatsu Corp's record of not addressing nanomachine rejection at all. The rest of the research was funded by Maki Stingovich. Was it Stingovich? Let's call him Stingovich for now. He's a businessman whose unborn daughter got diagnosed with early nanomachine rejection. Stingovich funded the research, and in a desperate move, his wife offered herself and her daughter as test subjects. Of course, the experiment was a success. The girl, Sylvia Stingovich, didn't die. She became a living testament of a scientific breakthrough. But then the story of how things played out for Sylvia got sensationalized in the media and created a weird fad. Parents made their unborn children go through the catification procedure even if they had no ailments at all. All because one particular girl whose life got saved through that treatment became a media darling for a bit. A whole generation of kids with those cat-like protrusions got born, and their parents got called cat boomers. A generation of parents obsessed with those cat-like features. The fad quickly passed, but the term remained in use. Eventually, cat boomer just started being used for people with the protrusions instead of their parents. You keep calling them protrusions. Why is that? Because that's what they are. Eh? You didn't think those things on their heads were ears, right? Sure, they can be moved because they're somehow connected to the facial and ear muscles. Thus, they can move like a cat's and react to their mood, but in the end, they're just appendages with no real function. Huh. It still surprises me a bit, though, that the biggest mutation they get after their treatment is just that. Those ears are a small miracle on their own. People have been born with no eyes for less intrusive procedures. You really thought they were functional ears, huh? Let's say I learned quite a bit today. Thank you. Don't worry. Feel like I should apologize for talking so much instead. And keep in mind, I'm fucking up the terms. I don't want you saying someone got protrusions because of a catification procedure. I'll keep it in mind. I love this face Gil makes, sometimes. Wait. What? Yeah, the guy's name was Stingovich. Eh? I just remembered. Sylvia Stingovich was around my age when I was a teen. There were some TV specials featuring her, and I just remembered that I had the biggest crush on her. Now that I think about it, that crush had me very confused back then. And did you need to shout just now? Sorry. In any case, I'm out for the day. Alright, careful out there. Well... That was a day. I'm wondering if the New Year's party is going to be more interesting than the Christmas party. We'll see. Dorothy is cute, cute. Becky is Dorothy. Are you calling that, Tiger? Are you making that call right now? I'm gonna write that down, Tiger. I'm making a note that you are making that prediction. Oh wait. You're not making a prediction. You know that. Because they've mentioned Dorothy's full name, actually. I completely forgot about that. Man. I'm really glad that I took a stance. Yeah. Okay. I know. I'm really glad that I took a stance pretty early on of, you know, I don't care if you guys tell me what's going on or you tell me you know, what I should do or whatever because of the kind of game this is. As long as it's not like story spoilers. Because goddamn, I have had a really hard time remembering details of this game. I wonder why that is. Like, as much as I love this game, I really ought to be remembering details better. Oh well. That's life. Dorothy is a 10 billion% cutie. Anyway, check out our... Oh, I didn't mean to click to continue. We have $6,718. We have 1 day to get up to 10,000. That may be a problem. I think I need Dorothy. I shouldn't say that. Don't even start saying that. Don't say something like that. I think I need Alma to come sleep with me. How about that? Is that a more acceptable thing to say than what I was about to say? Yeah, if Jill's girlfriend was a cat girl, she'd still be alive. That's a good point, Seeking. Ed. Welcome back, GameBot. We're not getting evicted, okay? Not getting evicted. Not happening. Check this out. I'm saving the game. Right here. So we have multiple saves, multiple save files, and we have yesterday's save file still intact. So I can do everything within my power to get us a ton of money today by selling the most expensive drinks. Surviving English City, a thread on 4chan. Any tips for a new friend in this wonderful land? Oh boy. Don't trust in the white knights and don't go out after 5 p.m. unless you want to get mugged and murdered. Bring a portable chair everywhere. You'll have to line up for flour, lol. Get used to eating what you find. Shortages are getting out of hand. I've been eating rice with butter for months now. I guess it could be worse. Don't jinx it, please. I've had enough as it is. So, coming here was a mistake. Why would you come here anyway? Visiting family, but now I want to take them out. Do it while you can. Yeah, airlines are leaving the city, lol. Soon we won't even be able to escape. Can I even get some weed in this crap hole somewhere? Yeah, I just PM'd you a good dealer. I'm pretty sure this is a reference to my favorite meme of all time. From any website, from any group, my favorite thing, my favorite meme, period, which is, and I'm typing it in chat, I'm gonna wait a few seconds because of chat delay. So it, oh my god, Redhead, you beat me. I'm not even gonna type it in chat now because you beat me to it. Sent winky face is my favorite meme. From anywhere. Shut the fuck up, Colin. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about if you think Sent winky face is a low quality meme. Literally die. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Type it anyway? Shit, I did a normal smiley face. You cannot time out the broadcaster. Well, fuck. Thank you for the clarification, Brizzle. Wow, that is a classic ad. Thanks. Colin. You have 5 seconds to type it correctly. Go. You can't do it. I'm keeping my eye on chat to see if Colin types the meme correctly. What's that? I don't see any message from you, Colin. What are you talking? Dude, you typed it wrong. You must have typed something that got you auto-banned. That's a good that boy, redhead. Thanks for that boy. That was the 4chan thread. Let's read the augmented eye. Colin, you're wrong. Listen, the camera is out of focus at that range, okay? Whatever you thought you saw... whatever you thought you saw is not right. Okay. The British Trademark Council is facing some economic troubles in Glitch City, and it looks like they're on their way out. Blaming rising inflation rates and a weak currency, the BTC has given the order to disband almost half of its recreational businesses in the city. We can't keep doing business like this. Glitch City has a negative impact in our earnings, and we can't continue in the red, a PR representative told the Augmented Eye. Prime Minister Quincy, on the other hand, thinks the BTC is just too greedy. They make a lot of money already, and now they're crying because they can't have more? Give me a break. Wearing socks with sandals in public is now a crime. I like to say we have the freedom to wear whatever we like in the streets of Glitch City, so long as we adhere to decency rules. However, that's about to change. Glitch City's Department of Public Decency has declared that wearing socks and sandals together is a punishable crime. If convicted, the guilty face 3 days in jail as punishment for using that abominable combo. But what do you think? Should we wear whatever we want? Or should the fashion police of high society decide for you? Whatever the case, I think I'll simply stick to the right side of the battle. Goodbye, socks and sandals. Birth rates decrease as the youth prefers Lilim Company. Can't say I'm surprised. At the beginning of the century, the idea that people would rather be with robots instead of other humans was treated as a joke. But the reality of that kind of convenience of these kinds of relationships has become immensely popular with Glitch City's youth, to the point where birth rates are beginning to decrease at an alarming rate. Annie Mae, which is totally not a reference to anything, a 17-year-old student, agrees with the general sentiment. It's just so much better than dealing with other people, you know? You can just make your own perfect partner. Oh, and sex is amazing. Don't even get me started. It's expected that new regulations will soon to be announced to address this situation. We'll see. Okay, yeah, that was a typo. Whatever, I read it as it is. Absolute butthead. You may have been paying attention to the screen on the stream, Colin, and you may have noticed that the last time you got timed out was not me. You know, when you posted all the Ritz Mitts, wasn't me, someone else did it. Who could it have been? I don't know. What is this link, Ed? Oh shit, I've fallen and I can't what up. That's genuinely clever. Grats. I like it. You need to lay down after this? Yeah, they got those vibrating tongues, yo. How would you regulate robot fucking? I wouldn't, because I don't believe in regulation of any kind. That feel when friends can see your dick poking through your skirt because it's tight as heck and you didn't even have a bonerino. How do you hide your gigantic 12-inch cock? You cut it off. Duh. Retard. You should have been able to figure this shit out on your own. That would fix things, Brazil, yes. I forgot to read the things Jill says in response to the things, so let me do that. Gods be praised. First silly law I'm all in for. Let's go to work, boys. Are you calling me a circle? It's 12 inches because I already had it cut in half once. No, I'm pretty sure lawyers arrest people. That's how it works. Good evening. Hey. Okay, so we've got almost everything, but we're still missing a couple of things for Saturday. And so I designate you, Gillian Applegate, as the official guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff. Applegate? I have no idea who that is. Why me? I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send a lady by herself. And I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times. You're not gonna say anything, Jill? If it means not being delivery girl, I'm happy to fake helplessness. Fine, give me the list. I'll be back sometime. Something tells me you're planning something, boss. What gives you that impression? Call it a gut feeling. Did you know Gil has a crush? What? A client of his. A girl that owns a bazaar. She's been coming on to him for ages, and he's only just started opening up. But he's taking steps backward, and I'm not gonna let him. He's opening up for fuck's sake. And so the errands will take him to the bazaar, I take it? That's right. Huh. Alright then, to the office I go. As for me... time to mix drinks and change lives. Gil with a crush, huh? This place, great. Oh, if it isn't... Hey, long time no see. We got a famous face in here. Hey, Jill. Sorry, but is there anywhere I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail. Boss, stalked woman incoming. Door's open. Go ahead, the door to the left. Thanks. No, we're not gonna make any drinks for her? Oh, hi there. The other one, that's the bathroom. Wait, what's the dog doing in the bathroom? Now, where did she... Hey, it's the dude probably stalking her. Oh, the hellhole. Perfect. Hey, kid, I'll have the usual. Right. Huh, you remember me after 2 weeks. Fuck. I can't just ask what the order was. I'd look very unprofessional. Well, it's okay, Jill, because I remember even better than you. It was 1 Adelhyde, 2 Bronson Extract, 1 Powder Delta, 2 Flannerguide, and 1, 2, 3, 4 Carmitrine. Actually, I just remembered. It was yet another Adelhyde, 2 more Bronson Extract, 1 more Powder Delta, 2 more Flannerguide, and 1, 2, 3, 4 more Carmitrine. It was a big beer. That's as usual. I'm gonna go big myself. I already had it poured, actually. See? So, I don't need to pour anything else. What the fuck is this guy? Oh yeah, I don't think you were here the first couple nights I streamed this game Seeking. This is Donovan. He owns the augmented eye that Jill reads every day. So, this dude likes a big beer. Double shot time? No, I'm just taking a drink out of my pumpkin. I'm just drinking some pumpkin juice, y'all. So this is Donovan. He's kind of a womanizer, kind of a stereotypical, like, you know, man's man, kind of annoying in an annoying kind of way. But that's fine. He's still pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. He's okay. His stalking of Kira Miki put to the side. Take a drink. So what are these special Valhalla emotes for? They're for whatever you want to use them for, to be honest. Anytime you think they're appropriate. He's a black dude. Thanks for the clarification, HJ. You're Banded. Here you go, Donovan. This seems right. The paper's been a mess lately. You'd think with all that's been happening, they'd stay and do more reports. But they're all asking for vacations, and I can't afford to be understaffed. So I had to come up with some sort of reward for whoever produces the most reports. I'm gonna turn the sound down a little bit because this song is loud. I see no difference in my feed, though. Mr. Donovan, I don't mean to sound rude, but you do know the infamy of the augmented eye with the general public, right? A shitty page that'll over-sensationalize anything and report useless things. Of course I know. Then why not try to rectify that image? To put it simply, I'm being clutched by the balls in a non-pleasant way. Saibatu Corp and Company have an eye on every publication they haven't bought yet. Report on them once, and they'll find something to fine you with. Twice, and you'll find your resources severely cut. Anything beyond that, and the best case scenario is, they'll buy the damn operation to keep it quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things than whatever it is the lackeys picked out that week, but if I overstep, my ass is on the line. Huh. Glad to see this hellhole is still in one place. The BTC's been going apeshit, closing bars lately. Oh yeah, that. Yesterday they closed one that served as key part of a drug trafficking ring. And last week they closed 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants. Huh. Not to mention, there are like 100 people who have BTC certificates but never use them. Instead, they keep those credentials around to stop police from raiding their homes or warehouses. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will begin after the BTC at the BTC after this whole thing. Man, shit ran deeper than I thought. and no news outlets talk about it. Alright, kid, let's try a moonblast now. Come again? Hey, even I have to break the routine from time to time. I'm a bartender at a tender bar. Jill, why are you saying such a thing? Do you think you're clever? 1 Pedo Delta, 1, 2, 3, 4 Flanner Guide, 1, 2 Karmatron. He's not asking for a big one this time, so it's back to the shots. I'm gonna go with my old white girl Russian. And catch up on chats. You still don't know what they look like? What do you mean? Oh, the emotes? Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Here, let me link them to you, actually. I don't know if you're like on mobile or what, or if you just don't have Frankerface Z, but I'll link them to you so you can see what they look like. There you go. Thank you for the orange snail calling 87. It really helps me out. Did I pour my coffee liqueur? No, I did not. Thanks for pointing that out, Ed. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 1, 1, 2. I'm retarded. Imagine Jill jilling her Jill. It's what she does, dude, every morning before work. It's not morning because she works at night. Night shifts every evening before work. It's what she does, dude. Can't blame her. Thank you for trying to warn me, Tiger. Thank you for trying to warn me, Ed. No, she's fine. She's not gonna get evicted, dude. So long as I have breath in my body, Jill is gonna be just fine. Yeah, I know, Ed. It's crazy. That's why Jill herself was like, nigga, what are you doing? I shouldn't say nigga because he's actually black. Oh well. It's internal. It's internally in my head. No relation to the Hadron cannon you see on the moon for 1 week every month. Sweet, girly, happy. On the rocks. And blended. Moonblast. Dang, you caught me seeking. Here. Now, let's see what the ruckus is about. So, what brought you here? Oh, right. Didn't you see a Lilum coming in here? Blue hair, big tits. She's the one from the Encore concert coming up. Not really. Did she jump to the roof then? What were you looking for? Did you want an interview? Not really. Just hitting on her. Oh my god, dude. Keep in mind, Donovan is married. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring. Why, though? Are you that bored? Don't you have, like, a family or something? Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits. Also hot ass and tits. I'm suffering the weirdest combo of being hard as fuck and curious as shit right now. I want to know just how detailed those King Class CH-1A models are personally. And so you followed her. I've yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan D. Dawson. You're in front of one, and I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. Like I said, don't you have a family or something? A wife, but that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. In fact, I'm pretty convinced she gets off on the thought of me cheating on her. That smile he gave, Jesus Christ. So, that Lilim isn't here, huh? Guess I'll have to find a busty enough replacement tonight or I'll explode. Hey, after you're done glaring, please serve me a pile driver. Right. Pizza with double cheese and... Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. She is getting distracted. So this is what it's like when you don't buy her what she asked for in the morning. I think that's the first time I've actually done that, to my memory. Oh, okay, it's fine. I thought I might have accidentally hit my hotkey to stop the stream, but I should have that hotkey disabled, actually. Now that I think of it, so it should be okay. So, what should I do for this drink? I mean, in terms of, you know, what real-life drink should I have in return? 2016 in current year. Okay, so anyway, he wanted, what, a pile driver. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. How ebon can you get? Mixed. It doesn't burn as hard on the tongue, but you better not have a sore throat when drinking it. Bitter, manly burning. I think I'll just stick with the overall plan of as many White Girl Russians as I can. I poured way too much milk then, but that's life. This is gonna have barely any alcohol in it, actually. What a white girl I am. This is like all milk. Oh well. As if I haven't had a lot of alcohol tonight already. Spilled a little bit. Clean up. Need sprinkles with that? I would love sprinkles. Give me some sprinkles, dude. This drink is gayer than an appletini. Listen, okay, take a look at this though. I need to give myself credit where credit is due. Okay, yes. That was gay as fuck. But I've still got drink left in this. I've got this much milk left in here, which I'm gonna have with alcohol I've still got a lot of alcohol to go through, y'all, so don't give me shit. Don't give me shit, because I'm just about done. I'm just about done. Where's my Imgur? Where's it at? Where's it at? I got my just about done in here, right? I better. Shit. I don't think I have it. It's not here. It's not here. Just about done. That's not it. Whatever. Forget the entire joke I was trying to make. It's not even good. Make a black white Russian with chocolate milk instead of cream. I've done that before. It's pretty good. You're right. I was trying to pick a different picture and I picked the wrong one. It didn't work. So just ignore it, okay? Here's your drink, Donovan. Maybe you won't yell at me for not having enough alcohol, unlike everyone else. Alright. Well, seeing as she's not here, I have no reason to stay. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her. The guy left. Oh, alright. Thanks for sheltering me, Dana. Hope your sister likes the video. Huh, that's cute. Oh, it was like a video of, you know, one of her performances, I guess, for her sister, who's a fan. Dude, she really does have some gigantic fucking tits, though. I mean, you know, I'm not trying to be like Donovan or anything, but, I mean, you know, she does, just factually. No, thank you. Seems like you had a hearty talk. Your boss is such a fun person. Her sister's a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her and took a couple of photos. Oh, that's nice. How nice of you. It's nothing really, and she did hide me, so it's the least I could do. But, well, we're here already. Mind giving me something sweet? Sure. Oh shit, I dozed off. Dude, she really is getting distracted. This is insane. I'm gonna go with the most expensive sweet drink I can. So far, that's a Blue Fairy. And so far, that's a Moonblast. So far, that's a Brandtini. Piano Woman. You want a Piano Woman, right? Not a whole lot of Karmatrine, as I would prefer, but, I mean, that's life. I'm gonna go with something sweet myself. Yeah, loaded with Karmatrine is usually my first priority, but Jill has to make rent tomorrow, and we're not there. So Piano Woman it is. This is a sweet-ass drink I'm making myself. It's not as gay as the last one I made, so y'all can go ahead and shut the fuck up right now. But it's still pretty fucking gay. We need, yeah. We were $4,000 off for rent, so... It was originally called Pretty Woman, but too many people complained there should be a Pretty Woman. Wait. I fucked it up. Forget it. Here's your Piano Woman, baby. Thanks. So, you know why Donovan is following you? I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him. His questions were a bit over the line last time, too. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to humor him. I see. Note, by the way, that Jill is asking her if she knows why Donovan is after him, when Jill herself knows. She's asking for Kira Miki's sake, not for her own curiosity. Which is pretty interesting. I will be a cunt. Colin, you can't stop me. You're trying to be like Donovan. He is very successful. I mean, in terms of the financial success, maybe you should try to be like him. Perhaps not in other ways. You know, you could just ask her to spot you $2,000. Yeah. Kiramiki's loaded, dude. She's like a billionaire. Probably. I will try my best, Zmayon, yes. Yeah, I guess so, Phantom. Anyway. Seems like he was just trying to come on to you. You don't say. Well, Not like you'd have a chance anyways. I'm not into older guys, and I'm already committed to a relationship. Wait, you are? It's not a common knowledge, and the ones that hear it try to dismiss it as rumors, but I've been in a relationship with my producer for a while. Really? We were both single, and that kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together. But it all started when he read an entry I made in my blog about wanting to experience love and the like. He offered to help with that after he read it, and I thought, sure, why not? I already knew him well enough. It wouldn't hurt to try. How nice. Is this supposed to be an Idolmaster kind of thing? Anyway. He's a stick in the mud where planning is due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise. I see. Hey, can you really walk so calmly? These streets aren't exactly safe. Really? I haven't faced any issues lately. Sure, they've tried to mug me once or twice, but it's no big deal. No big deal? Every time someone tries to mug me, somebody pops out of somewhere and stops it. Makes me feel like I'm always protected. Those are some hardcore stalkers. I guess the fact that she ran away from Donovan, even after all that, says something. Hey, this'll sound familiar, but do you have anything like tea? Let me see. Oh, God. I'll try, Colin. I'll try not to do anything too epic. She's asked this before. She herself said something like, oh, well, this'll be familiar. What did I get her before? Game repeating jokes. I know, right? What do I get her? Something like tea. What? Do Lilims have nipples? I imagine most of them do. I'm sure Lilim could not have nipples, but I bet the majority of them do. If you're asking if Kira Miki has nipples, the answer is I don't know. I'm not really into it either, Berzul, but I know why it's popular, which is that it's cute. A bottled drink? I don't know about that. Oh, yeah, I think that's right, Tiger. Let's look through our bitter drinks, see what we have. We have a Sunshine Cloud, which has optional Karma Shrine, is $150. We have a Gut Punch. No, not a Gut Punch, that's $80. Suplex is $160. Grizzly Temple is $220. But that's promo and bland. So I'm thinking not a pile driver. I wonder if Grizzly Temple is really the best bet. Mulan tea in the tea shop. In the shop. Yeah, I've only ever bought stuff that Jill specifically asks for. Sorry. I mean, I'm thinking Grizzly Temple. It's one Karma Shrine. Thank you for your attempt to help, by the way, y'all. Like I've said, normally I don't like it when people try to help me in games when I'm streaming, but for Valhalla, I don't mind at all because number one, I'm drunk as fuck, and number two, you know, it's a story-based game. It's fine. I might just give her a pile driver, dude. I might just give her a Grizzly Temple, dude. 3 Adelhyde, 3 Bronson extract, 3 powder delta, 1 Carmatrine, blended. I'm a bartender at a Tinder bar. That's not funny, Jill. This is not a Tinder bar. This one's kinda unbearable. It's mostly for fans of the movie it was used in. Bitter promo blend. Let's... Oh yeah, I need to drink myself. You guys, I'm gonna be honest with you here. I'm gonna have to pace myself pretty hard from here on out. Because I'm already pushing myself quite a bit. And that's not a good thing to do when I'm trying to do a variety of conflicting things, such as fixing my sleep schedule. Thank you, Ed. Wiener. Is that right, Zmayon? Huh. When did you wake up today, Rizul? You have to tell me before I serve Miki this drink. Streaming Chan likes condensed milk. I'm sure she does. I'm sure she bathes in condensed milk on a regular basis. Really, Ismail? That's cool. Thank you for the auto host, son. I appreciate it. I don't know if you're here or not, but if you are, thank you. If you're not here, still thank you. Shit, Hidden is streaming. And I'm missing it because I'm streaming. $3 a.m. Oh. Well, that's not a very good time to wake up, dude. You're gonna have to fix that. Anyway. Let's serve this drink. Here you go, Kira. Too big of an order, huh? So I didn't get it right. Fuck you. I don't know, dude. Alright, Ed, sorry. That I am. May I ask you something about your model? Sure. Are there any differences between you and a DFC-72? What a stupid question, Jill. We both serve the same purpose, but DFC-72 have the port on their heads, which makes them more versatile. My line lacks that, or the resilience of the DT-01Ds, but we're a tad more polished elsewhere. More specifically, our voice simulators are more advanced and our movements are smoother. A trade-off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say. Oh, I see. So, anything new for this concert? Well, it is an encore, so we're trying to make the same for those who couldn't go to the first one. But we always try to spice it up, like maybe with a surprise song or something. There was this one time I sang a cover of a song by B.L.I.N.K. Of course, in return, they sang Your Love is a Drug. Oh, that's by Kira Miki. I must have forgotten about that. So, you know the B-Link girls? Really nice kids. You'd be surprised how different from their on-stage personas they are. Really? Suzu, for example, can be really childish at times. She also laughs a lot. And loudly at that. Meanwhile, Aina is a party girl through and through. If they're not on tour, she spends her time partying like crazy. Huh. Hard to believe. I mean, their image is that of stoic girls with little expression. Almost like living Victorian dolls or something. Well, they wanted to pop out in the public. They once told me if we want people to notice us, we have to break our cutesy idol concept. And so they took the opposite route by becoming cool beauties with melancholic songs. I wouldn't say they went the opposite way. The opposite of cutesy idols would be unkempt, tone-deaf girls spewing vitriol and hate. True, I guess. Well, I've got to go, but let's have a sparkle star first. Kira, you're killing me. You are killing me right now, but you might also be saving Jill's rent. So, optional Karmatron, load her up. Okay. Shut up, GameBot. You know that I pronounced it that way for a good reason. I have an idea. I have a theory about what's going to happen in the story, which is that if I don't make enough money to make rent, the boss, the best boss, is going to give me a fuck ton of money so I can make rent. At least if I'm close. That's my theory. That's my game theory. You remember that one time she gave Jill a bonus, and literally the description for it was, "No, GameBot, no, stay, I love you." And the description for it was, "I'm out of excuses, here's some money," or something like that. That being the case, I find it rather hard to believe that Best Boss would just let our rent not be paid. I'm sure it is, Mayon. Thank you for saying memes earlier, Colin. Thank you also for saying Ritz Mitz just now. I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. I gotta go pee, so I'll be right back. Let me put on some music while I go pee. Okay? I'm back. I peed, and now I'm back from peeing. Did I die? No, why would I die? Idiot. Just kidding, Seeking. You're not an idiot. You're a good friend of mine. Guess what I did as well as peeing? Yes, it was good, GameBot. The peeing was good. I also got a donut. It's a Long John. It's a caramel Long John, they call it. I've mentioned this before when streaming Valhalla, but many people talk about how smoking the marijuana gives you the munchies. That's like the big epic joke. It's like it's the real normie meme of the world. Smoking weed makes you hungry. A real normie meme, if I say so. I get drunk munchies personally. I get hungry when I drink, so I got a donut. How did I pee and get a donut at the same time? I didn't. Please show me, Colin. Dude, I smoked a lot of weed and now I'm hungry. I don't even know what an eclair is, to be honest with you. Yeah, alcohol munchies are totally real. I'll download Snapchat tomorrow, Colin. Okay. I may or may not have missed some stuff in chat while I was peeing. I'm not gonna catch up on it. Sorry, that's just life. You millennials have got to. You've got to get yourselves to a point where you understand life. Okay. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of you acting like you live in a fantasy world. If you think I'm gonna catch up on the chat that I missed, you're fucking delusional. Okay. I'm gonna look. So an eclair is basically a long john with filling. That's good. I also have some donuts with filling. There's one I have with strawberry filling, but that's not what I'm eating right now. I'm eating a long john. So, I'm glad, Redhead, that it's not just me, that it's you two and Zmayon as well. The alcohol munchies are real. Let me turn the volume for the game back up. There we go. Let me get back into the game. This is a Sparkle Star for Kira Miki, the legendary Lilim idol. And if I were a man like Donovan, which I'm totally not, I would point out that she has gigantic tits. I forgot to age it. That makes a sugar rush. Apparently, the difference between a sparkle star and a powder delta is that a sparkle star is aged. There we go. That's a sparkle star. Take a drink. Yeah, you're right. I'm eating a Long Johnson. You got me, Zmayon. Here you go, baby. Sparkling. Well, it's always a pleasure, Jill. Please come again. Will do. Oh, the handsome bartender. Nice to see ya. Boss, Gil's back. I'll take my break. Alright. So we're halfway through the current day. Best boss to the right. Reminder that it's now safe to keep playing. Kira Miki is moderately cute. Note to self, buy oil for that door. I'm keeping the jukebox the same. Gil, you're in my spot, please. Oh, sorry. Also, you're cleaning one of Boss's chicken buckets. Did Boss ask you to do that? If I told you she did, would you believe me? Without a doubt. Let's go with that then. Right. Ooh, it's my girl Stella. By the way, y'all. Guess what song is playing? You have 5 seconds to type in chat what song you think is playing, which actually means 15 seconds, because I'm compensating for chat delay. You're right, Zmayon. Jill's hips are out of this world. Seeking is wrong. Dang, you're... Fuck you, Tiger. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I hope you all have noticed and appreciated that every single time I've changed the TV channel, I've changed it to I'd buy that for $1, except for exactly one time where I changed it to Common Writer. which is not on right now, apparently. Anyway, you were right, Tiger. It is Skyline. I'll give you that. Good try, Llama. Good try, Mythic Llama. You tried. And that's what counts. Our girl Stella is here. She's a good girl. Ah, Stella, what can I get you? I'll go with a Bleeding Jane today. What is wrong with you, Jill? 1 Bronson Extract, 3 Petter Delta, 1, 2, and 3 Flanner Guide. Blended. In the future, $1 is dirt cheap comparison to other prices. Yeah, in the future, $1 is worth more than a penny, or worth as much as a penny today, which basically means it's worthless. Did you all know pennies are literally worth less than their components, like their physical components? It's true. American pennies, I mean. It's more expensive to make pennies. Yeah, exactly. How is that BuzzFeed, dude? Get out of here, dude. I'm sick of people being on my dick all the time about getting things wrong. Shut up. Big Zing. That made me think. Dude, Redhead, I'm sorry. Whatever I did to you, I'm sorry. 1.5 cent to the cent can't be precise. I'm just fucking with you, Redhead. If I'm wrong, or if you think that's a retarded thing to say, then fuck it, tell me. Call me out, I don't care. Did you see what I just did? Really, Ed? There are zinc lobbyists keeping the penny around. I did not know that. That's interesting. I still feel like you're fucking with me, so I'm gonna, like, Google that tomorrow, but... I mean, there's gotta be a reason pennies are still in circulation, right? And it sure as fuck isn't practicality. I've literally just thrown pennies away. And it's not like I'm wealthy, you know? Anyway. Let's see. Counters the inflation? I guess, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think I get what you're saying, Tiger. Phantom. Okay. I'm sorry for being retarded for the past, like, half hour. Let me just serve this Bleeding Jane to our girl Stella. Here you go. Thank you. What brought you here today? Waiting for Say? I came by myself, actually. I was in the area and stopped by to say hi. Oh. It's pretty interesting, though. When I first saw you, I doubted you would ever come here again. Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. So quiet and secluded. It's also clean. Really clean. Gil is the one you can owe that to. The guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning staff, he's a nice pick. Really? He's a bit out of it today, though. I see. Hey Jill, have you heard of the new gold rush in the city? Gold rush? Everyone's paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of white knight suits. I think I heard or read something about that, but I'm having doubts, so probably not. In any case, how is it a gold rush? Well, the tech behind the suits was always safely guarded, but after the events at the bank... After the events at the bank, the suits were remotely shut down, bricking many of them in the process. Many units dropped their armor right there and fled when the lynchings went on. Any white knights still stuck in their suit had to take the armor off manually to run away. It all happened in the middle of the lynching, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky. They got beaten up while they weren't able to move. So, between the suits becoming glorified paperweights and many white knights going on the run, there ended up being a lot of junk lying around. But the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They're on a race to reverse engineering the suits to take as much technology as possible from them. And of course, even single pieces of the armor fetch a high price these days. Could anyone see profit from that research to justify those expenses? It's a new tech, a whole new field ripe with patents just opened for many, so I'd say yes. Huh. See, that makes me wonder... well, like, my first instinct was to be like, oh, well, say you can just sell her suit. Easy peasy. Easy money, dude. But, I mean, like, she's Stella's chick, right? Like, she's all but Stella's wife. So, I kind of feel like money doesn't matter to her. She doesn't need to sell her suit. She doesn't need to do anything. She can just, like, be a glorified housekeeper for Stella for the rest of her life. Yeah, HJS, I saw the Wikipedia article the other day and I saw this picture. I was like, dude, what a good choice for a picture. Simply Eben. As Eben as you can get. I took a bite of donut. If you're wondering what's up with the sounds you're hearing over the mic right now, I'm chewing a donut. Thank you, Zmail. I mean, the BTC is literally a conglomerate built upon patents and trademarks. I can see how. There is one weird case, though. There's this guy named Jack. He's the captain of a very unique Blitzkrieg Corps unit. Unique? The guy had a really small unit, 5 people, including himself. The aesthetics of his unit's armor was heavily modded to the point that they looked like a squad of Henshin heroes. What? They looked really gaudy. I wonder if that was another Kamen Rider reference. But it turns out the guy actually broke through the software and disabled the remote switch. He has one of the few, if not only, suits of armor with the OS intact. To say they're among the most wanted people would be an understatement. You know a lot about this. Well, it's interesting, the amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people of all kinds in the same place. It also helps put on a front that makes people lower their guard. That should sound familiar to you. True. Wait. Here's a freebie, a fun fact. The failsafe was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces, but regulations and laws didn't allow that kind of technology near civilians. I guess even Zaibatsu Corp has its limits, huh? People love to demonize Zaibatsu Corp because, let's face it, they're far from innocent. But they're not evil overlords. They're just greedy. They're just a big corporation. They just so happen to have control over what tantamounts to a city-state. But corporations will naturally resort to draconian methods. I've heard horror stories from people outside the city about trying to use product placement. If you so much as hold a bottle the wrong way or get in the way of a logo, you'll be in for lots of trouble. And let's not start with theme park to the like. Those are dystopias of their own. Then again, most of the demonization is due to Quincy being such a clown. He has no power anyways. He's just the front for whatever council behind Zaibatsu Corp chose. He makes a fool of himself, and the attention is taken away from whatever it is that Zaibatsu Corp is actually doing. Yeah. So, what you were saying is that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park. I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, so yeah. Huh. No, seriously, hidden what? Can I get a Brandtini here, please? Let me make a Brandtini and then I'll catch up on chat. How about that? How about that? Only one Karma Shrine for the girl. 1, 2, 3 Powder Delta, 1 Karma Shrine, aged, mixed. 8 out of 10 smug assholes would recommend it, but they're too busy being smug assholes. Sweet, classy, happy. Oh yeah, this is what I have left right here. Is this mix of what is even in this actually? I can't even remember what this is a mix of. Some of it is alcohol. That's all I know. Orange juice, some milk, and at least some of this. I don't know if it has coffee liqueur in it, but judging by the color, it probably has some coffee liqueur in it as well. Thank you, Tiger. I'm pretty certain, though, that it also has coffee liqueur in it from just the color of it, looking at the color of it. So, let me take a bite of this donut and catch up on chat. Is that a donkey reality show? Oh, really, Clark? I'm sorry. I'll mute my mic from now on when I take a bite of donut. I try to like lean my head away from my mic, but maybe that's not enough. I didn't think I was chewing that loud. Well, the last time I took a bite of donut, before this time, I was close to my mic intentionally, just to fuck around, but yeah, I guess that's kind of gross. I appreciate Stella's drill hair too. Stella's really cool. I've said this like 3 times already, but Stella's visual design is really cool. She just looks so badass. Like the way her artificial eye rotates constantly somehow serves to make her look really cool. It synergizes well with her like her general regal appearance. I had to cough. I also want to be a meme historian, thank you. Pumpkin spice and OJ, yeah. Yeah, sorry, Toaster and Clark. I'll mute my mic when I take a bite from now on. I'm not trying to be gross or anything. I don't think I chew loudly compared to the average person, but I bet I chew averagely. I bet I do. Just averagely. No, dudes, Mayon, I mean, if you enjoy it, I appreciate it, but I don't want to be gross. I don't like being a gross person. Being gross is fucking stupid. Yeah, it probably is the alcohol. It's a good Sea King picture. Okay, I'm having a hard time catching up on chat because reading, I'm gonna be honest here, I've had a pretty good amount of alcohol, so I'm pretty drunk at this point, so reading is hard, so I'm gonna just cut my losses here and go on with the game. This is the Brantini for our girl Stella. And here it is, thanks. So, I take it you're in a good mood today. And does it show? A bit. Yeah, well, I managed to nab a couple of tickets for the Kira Miki Encore concert. Dude, I love this. I love this so much. I love this face she makes. And the way her ears perk up. Oh, that's the best. Oh, and one's a bit retarded. Fuck you. Fuck you, idiot. Fuck you for implying that I'm retarded right now. I'm retarded all the time. Idiot. So she got some Kira Miki concert tickets. Oh, right. As it turns out, she was just here. Again? Sorry. Again? Can't believe I just missed her. I was surprised too. I was more surprised she remembered my name though. And like last time, she was quite the graceful client. Man, so those rumors about her being really nice in person were actually true. Amazing. I mean, you always want the famous people to be nice in real life. But having such backing to that claim, to hear that she's so nice to everyone, it's nice to hear, you know? In fact, many think that's what made her so famous so quickly. How she's so down to earth and totally accessible, making her someone everyone wants to root for. I see. Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't want to feel like you're supporting crappy people. Although, to be honest, I've never put much thought into that one. That's a good point, Tiger. You got me. That's a good callback, Ed. The protrusions, yeah. Well, half the time I have no idea who made what I use, nor do I care much. Being a nice person will take you far, though. My daddy always insisted that being ruthless in the boardroom doesn't mean being an ass. And he has actually managed to get certain contracts over other more powerful people. All thanks to being a nice guy overall. Sounds like good advice. But more importantly, Daddy? Oh my god, her face, dude. Ooh, I'm screen capping it. I'm screen capping that face. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Sukeban. Stella.png. Do you really believe me saying she was just here that easily? You're not the kind to lie about stuff like that, so sure. Thanks, I guess. That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about security and the like? My dad always has a unit keeping an eye on me from a distance. And you'd be surprised at how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap. I see. I wonder if I could get in the disabled line with Sei and her wounds. Although she'll probably nag me about how she doesn't need it and we shouldn't abuse that. Hey, can you give me a classic drink? Sure. Rabbit? Jill, I think you're losing it, girl. Oh, what is the most expensive classic drink I can get? That would be either a beer or a Bleeding Jane. Which one has more Karmatrine? A beer. 1 Adelhyde, 2 Bronson Extract, 1 Powder Delta, 2 Flanagide, 1, 2, 3, 4 Karmatrine. Yeah, she already had a Bleeding Jane. Fringe Weaver it is. You know, I was thinking about naming the Karmatrine emote for FFZ. I was thinking about just naming it Fringe Weaver. I feel like that wouldn't be as that wouldn't work as well as a general use name, but yeah, that's what I thought of. Sorry. Forgot to mute my mic when I took a bite. Is that a corgi on the cover? What are we talking about here when you said that? I didn't see whatever you were referring to, sorry. Stabsy. What the fuck is this, Mayon? Whatever. Here's your beer, Stella. Thank you. Do you have many servants around the house, Stella? I do, but they've been with us for so long, they're pretty much family. My dad has always said if you earn someone's trust, they'll gleefully work for you, and everyone wins. We even had a young gardener that left to study engineering, and he actually came back. He still comes by every weekend to tend the plants. Man, that sounds nice. Let me know if you're ever in need of a job. I might find you something. Thanks for the offer. Wait, I just realized something's off with the whole tech gold rush story. What would it be? Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyways? I get trying to crack it in the first place, but that would be true if the tech was patented in the first place. It isn't? Zaibatsu have been so paranoid about making the White Knights untouchable that they never patented anything. A patent would be in a database that someone could hack and retrieve valuable info from. Not to mention they've been using tech from other companies without any authorization, and no patent registry in their right mind would approve of that global shutdown signal. Let alone how it immobilized everyone still inside one of those suits. So the ones that were upholding the law did so using suits that are by all means illegal? The irony runs deep, wouldn't you say? Why do it though? When you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with the rules. All that power makes you think you're above every law there is. And this city is what happens when those with money start making the rules. I'm curious though, have you ever covered up any fuck-ups by using money? I think we've all done things we're not too proud of at some point in our lives. Well, Jill, I gotta go. Always a pleasure. Please come again. Hey, she's back. 2 days in a row. You're pretty insistent on that one, aren't you? It's basic courtesy, something I will fight to uphold. First, the greetings stop. Then saying please and thanks stops. And before you know it, boom, total anarchy. In fact, I'll go through that door again, and I expect you to properly greet me this time. Hello, Jill. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. "Only this and nothing more." "You overdid it. You totally overdid it," quoth the bartender. I did not. "So you like poetry?" I had a phase. "Can I get you something?" "Let's start with a big cobalt velvet." "Big one, huh?" 1, 2 Adelheid. 1, 2, 3 Flannerguide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Karmatrine, but don't worry, because there's still 1, 2 Adelheid, 1, 2, 3 Karmatrine, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Karmatrine on the way. On the rocks, mixed. It's like champagne served on a cup that had a bit of cola left. Bubbly, classy, burning. Alyssa has one of those chokers. Nice. The ones that get you to do anal. the ones that prevent you from stopping doing anal. Yo, I'm glad you called her Armitage, dude. It really helps me out. Yeah, she referenced Edgar Allan Poe. What do you mean Jill is one of those girls? One of those girls who was into Edgar Allan Poe for a while? Thank you, Seeking, for using the emote. Here you go, Alma. Thanks. Oh yeah, there's something I've been wondering about for a while. Does the name Shadowmaster 69's Chronicles ring any bells? Shadowmaster 69? Wow, you went pale. No, the name doesn't ring any bells. May 22nd, today my daily card readings told me I'd meet great change thanks to an old man. My biology teacher told me I'd been picked for an inter-school contest with my latest essay. I just knew a scientific theory on the idea of auras was as revolutionary as I thought. Soon, I'll bring the world into the occult science singularity. Later entries don't seem to have gone that well, though. Mentions of being laughed at, being lectured on why the essay was wrong. Jill? I made sure to delete that blog. No evidence should be left. I really like where this is going. I can think of at least 6 different sources off the top of my head that have all that stuff archived. Why? Why? Sheesh, relax, it's not that bad. What do you mean? It's not that bad. Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is? We've all been young, Jill. Relax. It's not like you're still like that nowadays. That would have been embarrassing. You're not still like that, right? Gods no. I gave up on the whole occult stuff. It's just that remembering all that stuff is... I don't know, I like the way you looked. All dressed in black with the rare accessory popping out thanks to the colors. I mean, at least you had the decency to use makeup and take care of yourself. So you have a pick. Oh god, you have a fucking pick. Why do you do this to me? Why do you dig out the sins of my past? I was bored. Last Friday I had to take my mind off the whole Diana thing, so I ran a small background check of you. Simple stuff, just checking past internet activity. Please don't run background checks like that. I just use a search engine, you know. I didn't request documents or anything. What led you to the page? You do realize your main mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? Like I said, relax. You were obsessed with occultism. I wanted to kiss all the boys, and I kinda almost accomplished that in middle school, which still sort of haunts me today. Never underestimate the lengths old classmates will go to track you down. Especially if they think you're still the girl that kissed them for fun and they're lonely to boot. We all have things we're not too proud of as adults. Now I know how criminals feel when evidence is used against them. I have to ask though, why the 69? It was supposed to be 6'9", not 69, like in reference to both the lovers and the hermit. I was convinced it meant wise choices. Jill, there's nobody that would read that as 6'9". I was 12 at the time. Even at 12, I fucking knew what a 69 was. Just how innocent were you back then? You have no idea. Well, let's sweeten things up a bit. I'll have a sugar rush. That's funny. That whole scene was hilarious, dude. That was great. Let's just say I'm happy that the forum I posted on, the forum that I got over 3,000 posts on until I was 15, let's just say I'm happy that forum no longer exists. I'm happy that forum got deleted in its entirety. You know what? In fact, I'm going to do some Googling. While my boy Skyline plays in the background. Thanks for giving my burp a 4 out of 10. I wouldn't normally burp over the mic. It's gross. I don't like to be gross. But I just kind of forgot. I didn't even realize I was burping. That's, you know, I'm just kind of far gone right now, so bear with me. Oh yeah, quick Googling reveals nothing about my past self. That's great. That's good. Oh, that's good. That's really good. I'm not finding a single thing about my old self. Good. Good. Ooh. I'm searching for the exact things that should lead to past info about, Ooh, what's this? Ooh, I may have found something. Hang on. I may have found one thing. Oh, I did find something. Actually, I don't even know if this is me. I'm gonna link this in chat. No, I shouldn't. I might link it next time I stream. I might link this next time I stream. I'm so happy I made this. This is actually something I'm not embarrassed about. I'm not gonna link it right now, though. Next stream, I might link it. You're right, GameBot, I won't. When was this submitted? When did I submit this? 2005. So I was okay. Yeah, early 2005. So I was 14 at the time. I'm actually pretty proud of this. I'm glad I made this. This is not embarrassing. But it might somehow connect to something else that is embarrassing. So I'll give it some thought, and I might link it next stream. Oh, it'll be there. It'll be there, Seeking. Don't worry about it. Oh, okay, you know what? Let's see. Let me take a quick look. Let me take a cursory glance. I'll make sure I link it sometime when you're here. Okay, Seeking? How about that? How about that? No, next time. Next time. You're not... Okay. You're not gonna make me link it with a Bible thumb, dude. Give me a fucking break. What's up, Boix? I'm glad you're here. Same for me, Boix. I was just talking about that. A forum that I had over 3,000 posts on when I was like 13 and 14. The forum is gone. It's nuked from the internet. Thank fucking God. Why not now? Because it might link to something else that I don't want to share in some way that I can't discern right now. Because I'm drunk and I can't... I'm not going to trust myself to make that kind of decision. What's up, by the way, Hidden? Shitposting had a completely different meaning. Let's see. There's a good amount of chat that I missed out on, and I'm not gonna be able to catch up on. So, that's life. Don't drink and hyperlink. Thank you for summing up my reason for not linking this shit. That sums it up right there. Thank you, Ed. I'm sorry. I need to just get on with the game. What did Alma even ask for, actually? Alma needs to make a rent, which means I need to get this drink right. Crap. It's okay. I know how to figure out what she wanted. Which is that I stop the recording to this VOD, and then I watch the recording. She wants a sugar rush. Okay. Easy. Easy. 1, 2 Adelhyde, 1 Petter Delta. Optional Karmatrine. Oh my god. Titty hacker asking for optional Karmatrine. That's how you know she's a true friend. Sweet, light, and fruity, as girly as it gets. Take a drink. My drink is almost gone, which is pretty fortunate for me. She asked for stiff penis. I'm sure that's true. Kung Fu Academies? I don't know what that is. Oh, I see what you're saying. You mean like actual Kung Fu Academies. Okay. Epic. I thought that was like some kind of reference I wasn't getting. Okay. Here you go, Alma. Take this drink. This is the thing. Say, Alma, speaking of the past, what was your last long-term relationship like? That's sudden. You dug through my past. I've earned the right to dig through yours. Fine, fine. Long-lasting relationships, huh? Romantic ones, I'm guessing? Yep. Well, I've had about 4 boyfriends who I'd describe as such, that I've introduced to my family and all. The first one was in high school. I broke up with him because he cheated on me. I remember the other girl trying to pick a fight and me just saying, keep the fucker. The second one was during my freshman year. I broke up with him after he thought it would be funny to punch me in the arm. He starts with a friendly hit and before you know it. Anyways, the other guy I met shortly after I dropped out. He was interested in marriage, but he wanted to get married after only half a year or so of knowing him. And then there's Richard. Who? I spent almost 4 years with him. We got along pretty well. We had awesome chemistry. I truly loved him. But as time went by, there was a rift that started separating us. He just didn't like my family. He didn't? Moreover, he wasn't a family person. He distanced himself from his own and voiced that he didn't want kids. There was a part of me that wanted to believe, even if just for a little bit, that maybe he'd change his mind. But as much as I loved him, that one detail brought a growing gap between us. At one point, I just had to break up with him. But I'm not here to depress you. Bring me a beer, will you? Sure. Same as yesterday, we have given out a lot of drinks today. And I don't recall who it was that pointed this detail out earlier, but I'm wondering if, indeed, it's because the game is trying to, like, make sure we have an opportunity to make rent by giving us more drinks to serve than usual. I'm out, by the way. I think that's going to be it for me, to be honest. As far as drinks go, I mean. Because I'm pretty gone. As it is. I'm having a hard time, like, reading the dialogue and just... yeah. That's how it is. You know what I'll do? Next drink I serve, I'll have a shot. And that'll probably be it for me. A literal... yeah. Yeah, this is the cyberpunk future of 2070X. We are talking about alien wasps, yes. I'm not lightweight seeking. I've been drinking for like 2.5 hours. Lightweight, give me a fucking break, dude. Here's your beer, Alma. Thanks for telling me that, by the way. Don't mention it. Okay, one more question and we're even. Wow, you really are embarrassed of that blog, huh? Sure, ask away. At what age did you get those implants in your boobs? Jill, I love you, and I know you're saying that in jest. But I have lived through so many rumors about me getting plastic surgery that I can't and won't take it as a joke. As such, honoring our friendship, I'll just say this. They're real, and they're spectacular. Now ask the real question before I slap you. Damn, Alma. Dang. Shots fired and shots fired back. Are you coming to AGDQ seeking? I feel like I should know this already, but I don't. Anyway, the point I'm going to make is if you are, of course we're going to drink together. You can down more when you're with friends. That's the truth. You can't make it to AGDQ? God damn it. Well, if you ever, whichever GDQ you end up going to next, I will go to as well. Whether I have a run-in or whatever. And we'll drink together. It'll be fun. I'll grant you one and only one chance to call me by my full name as compensation then. I gladly take your offer. It's funny that you mentioned slapping because my real question was why did you get your hands chopped? Chopped. Well, there's a couple of reasons. The first is that I spend lots of time typing, and these replacements help me avoid carpal tunnel syndrome. Oh, there's also other utilities, like how I can interface with many devices. For example, there's a tiny computer embedded in my glasses. If I move my index finger, it acts like the computer's cursor. There's lots more, but they're small things that don't sound that impressive when I say out loud. How'd your family take the operation? They took it well enough. Except for my mom, she freaked out for months. She even went to the hospital to ask for my hands. Don't you miss them? Sometimes, but just during emotional moments. But as luck would have it, someone else has them. Shortly before my operation, there was an accident on the highway. One of the victims was this young lady whose right hand got completely crushed. I told them to check if we were compatible and all that. I mean, implants are not everyone's first choice if they can get a natural replacement. A bit of cosmetic treatment and it could pass off as her original hand with no problem. Last I heard, we were compatible, and the family agreed to the donation. I don't know what became of her, but I hope she's fine. And you didn't tell your mom about that? I didn't want her pestering the poor girl. So, are we cool now? Are we even now? Are we? You were pretty pissed about my comment regarding your boobs. Again, I'm sorry. Sounded a lot less rude in my head. Don't worry about that. Besides, I get to call you Julianne once. Now you don't. Why? You just called me by my full name. Are you serious? One chance, and only one chance, and you just used it up. Damn it. She's back. Oh my god, she's back. Surprise. Hey, Alma, this might be a weird tangent, but do you believe in ghosts? Hey. Not particularly, no. Although there was this paper I read once that was quite interesting. It proposed a scenario where nanomachine clusters would leave the body after death, and then acted as a collective hive mind through residual brain waves. The result would basically be an image not unlike a hologram. Of course, the hypothesis fell through because such nanomachine density is impossible in a body. Even 5% of the amount needed is enough to make the blood too dense for the heart. And it's not like brainwaves are potent enough to create those reactions. Still an interesting read, though. I see. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault you convinced yourself you're crazy. Well, I'll leave then. See you tomorrow. See ya. All done? I am. What about you, Gil? For some reason, that idle girl left him like that, it seems. You think? Might have been while he was out. True. Hey, boss, you're a fan of wrestling, aren't you? I mean, you were a wrestler, so... That I am, yeah, why? I was wondering. Isn't wrestling fake? Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens with 8th grade syndrome? 8th grade what? When you get down to it, wrestling is as real as a soap opera. I mean, don't you really expect... I mean, you don't really expect a legal lawsuit to be fixed in a ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you would solve legal problems through good old wrestling, but... No, seriously, 8th grade what? Chunibyo. But you don't go around calling soap operas fake. It's a show. It just so happens to use fights as an expression. You might as well see it as a unique form of theater. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake. Huh. Didn't think about it that way. Sadly, I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. So, now I have to go and break Gil's back to make you humble. Oh, wait, what? Come here, fuckboy. Fuckboy. 8th grade what? You guys... you all may notice that our total funds have ended up as $8,816, which is a significant amount from $10,000. I did make one mistake. Do y'all think the flawless service bonus would have been $1,200? Probably not. Your rent contract is now invalid. Please vacate the place by February or discuss a renewal with your landlord. Jill couldn't pay her rent. This will distract her at work. Have a very nice day. You guys, we have to vacate by February. Can we vacate that quickly? I don't know if we can. Don't tell me how I do, and don't talk shit about soap operas. Why is my donut talking to you? Because you're hallucinating. Well, those of you who were paying extra attention earlier may have noticed that I kept my saves from the past few in-game days. So what I may do is I may replay the last few days, try and be more efficient if possible, and see if I can make rent that way. What I might also do is I might see if I can pursue this this contract renewal option. I mean, to be honest, it says you have to vacate by February. Is the game even going to last that long? It's still December. It's not even January yet. I don't think the game is even going to last that long. So, I could probably just do nothing and be fine. Don't reload, continue with this. That was probably the plan. I mean, I'm probably gonna do both. Listen, just start camming, easy peasy. Already done, hidden. Jill is already a step ahead of you. Check this out. Bzzz, ooh, there she goes. I mean, you know, the only viewers she has are the player and people who happen to be watching my stream, but that's, you know, that's meta enough to work, right? Get out your credit cards, boys, if you want to see this Kotatsu blanket lifted up. Anyway, that's life. Pfft, wiener. Thanks for turning that into a meme, everybody. Really helps me out. I feel like today could have been a better stream than it was. Could have done a little better. Could have been a little bit more better paced. I feel like I was off on the pacing. Let me know via email if you think the pacing of today's stream could have been better. Or don't. It's about time for me to go to bed, so sleep tight, everybody. Thanks for watching. That's enough of this game for me today. Remember to drink some water so you don't have a hangover tomorrow. Remember to seed your torrents. Remember to call your parents. Good night.